Well, in Wednesday's business news, East Africa is the primary driver of growth in Africa, with Ethiopia leading the way. Joining us now from New York is Africa 54 business correspondent Jill Malandrino. Hello, Jill.
Hi, good morning. Well, while the continent's major economies were hit by the fall in commodity prices in 2016, Africa retained its position as the second fastest growing continent globally, recording an average of 2.2% GDP growth, only behind South Asia, and that's according to the African Development Bank Group. East Africa outperformed with a growth rate of 5.3%, driven by strong performance in Ethiopia, Tanzania, and Djibouti. I would expect that to continue with the latest rail infrastructure in place that we've reported on. Southern Africa recorded a 1.1% average due to the poor performance of South Africa. Now, West Africa was at the bottom, averaging just about 0.5% growth rate, despite good performances by Côte d'Ivoire and Senegal, which were canceled out by recession and socio-political factors that bogged down the economy to about 1.5% growth. Nigeria and South Africa, they accounted for the largest share of Africa's GDP, with 29% and 19% respectively, so you could see why they're so important when you look at growth rates.
Now, does the Africa Development Bank expect African growth to continue?
Well, the bank estimates that its high five priorities: light up and power Africa, feed Africa, industrialize Africa, integrate Africa, and improve the quality of life for the people of Africa, that would spearhead the continent's economic diversification and growth and broad-based economic opportunities that will shield the continent from future commodity shocks and enhance their resilience. However, the report also cited rising debt, structural weaknesses, power outages, climate change, conflicts, political instability, and terrorism among some of the downside risks, which can't be ignored either.
Now, how much more could the African economy improve?
Well, the report said African economies would improve further to average 3.4% growth in 2018, followed by 4.3% in 2018, driven largely by growing domestic demand and good performing countries. Other factors include improved supply conditions and a good business environment, prudent macroeconomic management, favorable external financial flows, and high public spending. The report notes that while natural resources and primary commodities remain major growth drivers, their importance has declined, while domestic factors, including consumption demand, now play a greater role.
Well, Jill, thank you very much as always. We look forward to your next report.